So it's either easy, easy, hard, or hard, hard, easy. So let me explain to you what I mean and kind of this epiphany I had this week. So earlier this year in January, as I'm planning out my year, I committed to myself that I wanted to get outside at least 3 times per week, because I found in the winter I was working out, lifting weights at home inside at my home gym, and then during the week I'm either here in the office or I'm running around picking up kids, going to meetings. So Monday through Friday I just really wasn't getting outside very often, and I thought, it's important for me, for my brain, to get outside on a regular basis. So I made the commitment to myself that at least 3 times per week I was going to get outside. So what I started doing is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, after I got done lifting weights, I would go outside and go on a hike, and then Saturdays or Sundays or both, I would get outside and go skiing, or again, some type of outside activity. And so I've been doing that since first week of January. It's now middle of March, and I got done lifting weights the other day, and I went to go out and do my hike, and I was a little bit tired. I'd not gotten a great night's sleep the night before, so I thought, man, maybe I should just skip it today. And I thought, no, I just need to get outside, and I'll just go for a leisurely walk, and if I feel good, I'll hike a little more, but I just want to get outside. I think that's important. So I got outside, I started hiking, doing my hike, and it was about 5 minutes into my hike. I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'll do my normal hike. And this particular hike, the same one I've been doing pretty much every time, is kind of a gradual start, and then it just goes straight up, and I just go straight up. I don't have a trail that I go on. I just go straight up this pitch, and then kind of make a big loop, and then I come back down. So it's a pretty aggressive hike, and it doesn't take me a long time to do, but it's a pretty steep pitch. So I started doing this hike, and I started feeling good. I said, I'll just do the full hike because I'm feeling pretty good. Well, the next thing I know, I was like literally halfway up this pitch, and I was like, man, this is feeling really good. This is really easy today. I'm like, what is going on? Because I didn't even feel good when I started. This is like super easy. What's going on? And in fact, I got to the point where I usually kind of make my turn and start to loop back down, and I thought, I'm going to go a little bit higher today. And I went up another maybe 75 yards up the trail, which doesn't sound very much, but I literally ran up this trail, and it was, or field, I should say, really steep straight up. And again, felt good and hiked all the way back down. And it finally dawned on me what had happened. So up until this point, there had always been snow and ice. It's a north-facing field or pitch. And I'd always wore boots. I'm either stepping through snow, so I'm having to pick up my boots and go through the snow, sometimes 6 inches or more of snow, or it was always icy. So I'm kind of stepping and not having really good fitting. And this is the first time that there was no snow, it was totally dry, and I was wearing tennis shoes, not wearing my heavy hunting boots. And so what I realized is I've been doing it for the past 2.5 months, and it's been hard, and now it's easy. And this is a great metaphor for life, because if we make things easy, you can take finances, you can take relationships, you can take your professional career. If we take it easy in the beginning, it's going to get harder later. And this is definitely true when it comes to your health. As we get older, it's harder to get in shape. If you're not in shape now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to be harder to get in shape than it is for now. Now, I believe that we're all going to get older, of course, but we don't have to lose our health as we get older. But let's face the facts. It's going to get harder to get healthier the longer you wait. If you live for today and you just spend all of your money, you don't save and you don't invest and put some money inside, later on in life, it's going to be much more challenging. It's harder to catch up that financial flow if you're waiting until later. Now, when I say hard, easy, it doesn't have to be anything extreme. So if you're not exercising right now, you don't have to do anything extreme. Just start with a 5 or 10 minute walk or something very light. Get in the flow of working out, schedule that time so you're working out, and then it's going to get easier and easier as you can start to add things on. I can tell you the reason I wasn't getting outside earlier, it was just a time thing. I'm like, I just don't feel like I have the time to do it. I got so many things on my plate, and I said, I've got to make the time. And what happened was when I committed to that time, all those other things that I thought were so important either got done or they just fell off my schedule. I didn't need to do those things anymore. So just make the time to do it, and especially with your spine. It's very hard. You get into later life and your spine's all fused and degenerated. It's very hard to loosen that spine up. The later you start, the harder it is. So again, do your regular adjustments, get your spinal rehab in, start doing those things today. Make it a little bit harder now, so it's going to be easier later. And remember that health is a process. It's not an event.